Jay. Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm good. I'm Shay McMahon, the head of HR here at Deloitte. Thank you so much for coming in. Did you find the place okay?
Oh yeah, the place is awesome. Like the parking was pretty fine and the traffic was actually very good.
Good, I'm glad.
I was able to get here on time.
Good. Okay. Well, the way this is going to go is first, I'm going to ask you some questions, and then we can kind of talk about Deloitte as a company, and then I'll give you some time to talk or to ask me some questions as well. Should probably take about 25 to 30 minutes.
Very excited.
Okay, good. All right, so let's start out with just kind of how you chose Purdue as a university to go to.
Well, Purdue because my cousin actually came to Purdue to graduate to study management. And he said the campus is very great for like a great learning environment with like libraries that actually provide free printing and such. And the facilities, like all the professors, all the staff, they're all very nice and helpful to help to develop his professional career. So he believes that I should be the one coming here to experience this great university.
Awesome. Why did you choose accounting as your major?
Well, accounting is one of my passions because, I like to calculate like math. And accounting is like the math that is very interesting because you actually look into the financial statement and figure out how the company operates. Like using numbers to see how the company can, for example, have a future growth in something, and then you can sometimes like look into a statement and see what problem that the company is facing just by looking at the numbers. Okay. So I find it very interesting.
Good. Has this always been your major?
Yes. Well, I'm actually double majoring in management and accounting, but because I'm trying to pursue my CPA, so I prefer to use accounting as my main focus. And as the planner doesn't really offer two majors as well, for like double major for management and accounting, so I can either choose one, but I can write both of them on my resume as well. So.
Okay, I see from your resume that you have a lot of relevant coursework in accounting.
Yes.
What do you think is the most relevant course that you've taken to prepare for work at Deloitte?
Well, I believe the most relevant one is my auditing course because I'm trying to apply for the auditing position in Deloitte, and for what I learned in auditing course, it can actually help me to understand how to use accounting to the next level, that I can actually look into a financial statement and benefit the companies by making like all the requirements for the FASB and the US GAAP.
Have you done any sort of projects in that class that you think will help you succeed?
Well, we did the project about how we have a mock case, like a mock financial statement that we have to look into. And then we have to put down all the like numbers and criteria and see like whether there's a problem in the financial statements. And then for me, I just look through it and then I check out the number, whether all the numbers are correct, and then see which one is the problem, and then look into the company, the fake company's background, and see how the company operates and how the financial statement match to the company's operation.
Okay.
And see how the cash flow is going into the right accounts.
So it seems like you've kind of gotten the background of like the operations and how
it was fun.
Okay. Can you describe a situation in any class that you've taken at Purdue, not just auditing, where you weren't clear on the subject matter and how you went about handling that?
Well, like probably one of the most difficult course that I have taken is business law.
Okay.
Because the law is so broad that it's very hard to get all the details of it.
Yeah.
And then it's very hard for me to understand about like those criminal laws and then those civil lawsuits and such. And as an accountant, it's very difficult to memorize all those things. And for me to handle that, I just pretty much went to the professor's office hour and get some extra help. And I studied change my study habit to like doing like a little part a day and then make myself more organized. And then that way I was able to actually achieve a B in the end, which was actually good.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Just kind of general, will you have the 150 credit hours upon graduating?
Yes, I will.
Okay, and when do you plan on taking the CPA exam?
I'm thinking of taking probably 3 months or 2 months after I graduate because I want to take this review course that's offered by Becker.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard it's very helpful for me to gain all the knowledge and then try to make it perfect for the exam.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna move into like some work experience. I saw your recent internship with the Nissan.
Yes.
Can you kind of tell me more about what you did?
Well, for Nissan, I work in their cash control and reconciliation department, where I reconcile their bank balance. Well, my major project is to search for their they have a balance account in the lease and loans, around 95,000 for lease and 90,000 for loans,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a balance for do some computer glitch or human errors.
Okay.
And my manager want me to figure out what's the problem and then try to fix it. And because the Nissan, they actually need to pay the vendors to get all those all those lease thing, the lease payments.
Mhm.
Yes, that's it. And because due to computer glitch, they actually pay them extra, like doubling paying them. So my job is to calculate all those balance accounts and then get all money back from the vendors.
Okay. Within this experience, did you ever have to work towards like an important deadline?
Yes, because I try to make it as soon as possible, and that is so I can move on to my next project, which is also like deal with another accounting system that they use. So my manager want me to finish it probably in 1 month.
Okay.
And then I was able to achieve that goal by very organized and work toward what I need to focus on and then get all the tasks completed and find the missing accounts numbers.
So did you meet the deadline?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, within your work experience, were you ever asked to do multiple jobs or projects at once?
Yes, like at Nissan, I was also helping out with my coworkers in completing their monthly reconciliation. Like at month end, they have to make sure everything is correct and every reconciliation is balanced. And because at that time they're lacking human resources, so I was helping them out to do like banking reconciliation, the lease reconciliation, and such.
I also see under skills in your resume you say you're fluent in Mandarin.
Yes.
How do you think that will be beneficial to a career at Deloitte?
Well, because the U.S. market is now globalized with they have interaction with other companies in the foreign countries as well, and I believe Deloitte has many clients that are in China or Taiwan or all those Asian countries, and I believe if they actually need someone to work with the clients in those geographic area, then I will be very useful for Deloitte to pursue that services.
Within your work experience, have you ever had where you actually used your second languages?
Oh yeah. Back in my first internship at China Trust Bank, I was actually working in a Taiwanese bank down in LA,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to use both English and Mandarin at the same time to help the customers.
Okay. Let's kind of go into talking about the company. Tell me kind of what you know about Deloitte and the position.
Well, Deloitte is one of the top 4 accounting firms in I would say in the world. And then the position is about like auditing and try to help clients to meet all the financial statements criteria for the US GAAP and FASB. And then because auditing is such an important thing, since there are so many accounting fraud that's happening, so companies like usually need someone to make sure that they are following all the criteria and make sure fraud doesn't happen. And the lawyer will help the client to achieve that goal, right? And sometimes it will also help them to consult them to actually how to make their operation more efficient.
Well, it looks like we're about out of time. What questions do you have for me?
Oh yes, I have a couple questions.
All right, well, we have a few more interviews to get through. But you should hear back from us early next week. So thanks again for coming in.
Well, thank you.
And it's very nice to meet you.
Yeah, it was very nice to meet you.
Thanks.